Today I'm going to teach you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. They are they're one of the hardest puzzles in the world to solve, and there are millions of ways to solve it, but I'm going to show you the easiest way, so let's start. First, take your cube and have the yellow side facing up, and then you're going to find all your white edge pieces here, 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 and here. Well, you're going to line those up so that they are around the yellow centerpiece. So I'm going to take this blue piece right here, I'm going to turn it out and back up so it's now on top along with the green. And then I'm going to take this orange piece, I'm going to put it right there. So now I've got 3, and then I've got 1 more. And then I'm going to take this red piece and put it right here. Well, now the next step is to take these pieces and get them to the white side. So you're going to take the piece and you've got the white, but then you've got another color. And that color has a centerpiece that it goes to. Each side's center is where this color needs to go. So you will, let's start with, say, red. The red centerpiece is over here. Well, I need to put this piece right here so that it's in the right place. So I'm going to move it so that it's on top, and then I'm going to twist it twice so it's on the bottom now, so I can't mess it up. And then let's say blue. Now blue's lined up, so I'm going to put it on the top as well so that it's out of the way. Orange, and then finally green. So now I have a white cross on the top, and from there you'll go from being on this side, you're going to flip the cube over so that you have the white centerpiece facing up, and then find all your corner pieces like here, 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 and here. Those are all your corner pieces. Well, to show you just how this works, I'm going to start with this corner piece because it's already set up to where I can place it. So if you look at the corner piece, it's got a white, but it's also got red and blue. So you have to match this up with its 2 centerpieces. So it's right here, but its centerpieces are over here. So you're going to put it right in between its 2 colors so that you have white, red, and blue, but here's your red and blue. But to put it where it's supposed to go, you're going to move it out of the way and bring the side where you want it to go in down, and then pull it back and then bring that side back up, so that now you've got your pieces where they're supposed to go. Well, now I can tell you about how to get these 2 out of here, because these 2 pieces are in a place I can't fix them. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull the side down, move it out of the way, move the side back up, and now you've moved it down here. But the way that you fix that is you do the same thing, and then now it's on the side so that you can fix it. So this is orange and green and white, so it's going to go right here. So you put the cube right there, and then like before, you're going to move it out of the way, bring the side that you're going to put it on down towards it, bring it back, and then put it back away so that you've still got your white, and now you've got your another corner in place. And then you're going to get this one out. Now I'm just going to need to get this one out. So go ahead and get it out of the way. So this one is white, green, and red. So it's already in place. So all I have to do is move it out of the way, bring this side down, put it back, and bring it up, and then now it's in place. So I'm missing one cube, and that cube is right here. It's on the bottom. So I'm going to pull it down. So we'll pull it down so that the cube's right here on the bottom. So it's not going to mess up my white base. Pull it out of the way and bring it back down so that the white base is fixed again. And then I'm going to line it up with the cubes with the colors that it needs to go with. And then, like before, move it out of the way, bring the side that you're going to put it on down, bring it back to so that it's lined up with and you have a white on. And then you're going to bring it up, and then now you have your white face solved. This is only a third of the way through. So if you look at the cube now, you have your white face, but then you also have your whole entire first layer solved, along with 2/4 of the second layer solved. So now what you've got to do is you've got to get these edge pieces all into place. You've got to get your red blue, your orange blue, your orange green, and your green red edge piece in their places so that you have the second layer completely done. So this is how you do that. You're still going to keep the white on top, but let's go with red green. I'm going to find my green side, and then I'm going to bring the cube to that side so that it's right there lined up with where it's supposed to go, and figure out this isn't the red side, but this is. So if I go this way, it's not, this move's not going to work. So you've got to bring it to the left. My right, your left. And then you're going to bring the side that you want it to go on down. Bring it to your left again. Bring the side that you just brought down back up. And yes, you just did mess up your white face. Then you're going to bring that piece back so that it's right here. It's right underneath where it's supposed to go. And then you're going to turn it so that it looks like this. Now you've got your two pieces lined up. And then you've got your piece ready. And then you've got this right here ready to just put it all the way back in so that you've fixed it. And then you're going to bring it back up. And then it will look like that. So that you can put that away. You can do it that way, and then there are cases where you have to go the opposite direction. So let's get away real quick. No, not that one. Dang it. There we go. Alright, so if you can see, the blue's right here, this is blue orange, and the green's right here. Well, you're going to go to your right this time. Then you're going to bring the side that you want to go on, which is the blue, down towards you. You're going to spin it to your right one time again, so that it's right here. Then you're going to take this side in your right, that's in your left hand, bring it up. Then you're going to spin the bottom layer back to facing you, and then you're going to spin this face counterclockwise, and then you're going to spin the second layer, the bottom layer again to your left, and then you're going to bring that back up. So now that you now have this. And you've still got your white face solved. And you've still also got your red side solved. So now we've just got green red, or blue red, my apologies, and green orange. So there's green orange, it's already in place. So I'm going to move it to the right, in your case the right. I'm going to bring the face that I want it to go on down, spin it to the right again, bring that face back up so that it lines up with the white, bring the white piece back underneath where it's supposed to go, and then I'm going to spin this piece clockwise, and then I'm going to bring it back so that now I have this right here, and then I'm going to bring it back up so that I've still got the white face, and then now I've got the whole entire green side halfway solved. And then I've got one more cube, and all of this you're going to be doing with it like this, not how I'm doing it. You're going to be doing it this way. So to show you, here's your green red, or your blue red, my apologies. You're going to put it with your red, and then you're going to watch the top of the cube. You're going to spin it to your right, or my left, my apologies, my left. Bring the side down, spin it to the left, and then now it's actually on your side. And then spin it back up so that it's right there, and this should always be at the bottom right hand corner. Spin the cube back so now it looks like that, like we had it earlier. That piece is underneath where it's supposed to go, and then you're going to spin it clockwise, and then now you've got it lined up with its pieces, and then you're going to put it into its place, which is right there, and then you're going to bring it back up, and then now you've got I've got half the cube solved. You've got the white face and the first two layers this is called F2L, first two layers. Now we're going to take the cube and flip it. We're going to work from this side from here on out. So there are 6 different ways that you can end up with a cube. This is one of them. These don't matter. What matters is the line. This is called the yellow line. And from here you've only got 2 steps to get it to where you're 2/3 of the way done. Then you've got the lightning bolt, and that's only 1 step away from being 2/3 of the way done. And then you have the yellow dot, which is then you have 2 steps to do, and then you have and then you have the figure 8. You could end up with a figure 8. And you have what I call the large rectangle with a single roof. It's a single roof chest. And then you have the yellow fish. So that's the dot, the line, the lightning bolt, or else it can also be called a small L, because if you take off these, it can look like that without the other color, without the other 3 yellows. It can just be a small little L. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can also end up with the whole yellow face solved, but all of these out of place still. So I'm going to show you how to solve it from the 1 dot perspective. So from 1 dot, don't worry about the corner pieces. The corner pieces don't matter. So you're going to put that dot, and it's going to be on the top. And it doesn't matter where you start. But you're going to take your right hand on the right side, this is the right face, you're going to turn it away from you so that the cube goes down away from you. You're then going to, well, take that back. No, wait, I was right. Away from you. Well, then you're going to turn the cube so this, the white line's now to your left, and you're going to spin the top layer one time so that this white piece goes to the left. Then you're going to bring up your right side again away from you. Then you're going to bring this piece back so that it's lined up with its line again. And then you're going to bring this back down. And then you're going to take your white side right here and bring it back to your white side so that you have your white side fixed, but you still have all your second layer fixed, but now you've got the yellow line. Well, from here, the line will usually end up like this to you. You want the line like this to you. You want it horizontal to you, not vertical. So you're going to do that all again. You're going to take in your right hand, twist it so you've got the white line, and then you're going to move it so that this is in your left hand. You're going to spin the top to the left one time so that your white is in the right hand, or in the left top corner of the cube now. And then you're going to bring up your right side away from you so that your white, you've got a two-piece white line right here. Then you're going to bring this white piece back to where it goes. Then you're going to bring these down to line it up. And then you're going to take your white pieces and bring it back down so that now you've got your pieces back together. And then now you've also got the lightning bolt. Well, and then you're going to do that again. So it's up, move it so it's in your left hand, spin to the left one time, right side up one time away from you, top right one time so that it lines back up, right side down towards you so it lines back up, and then the face, this is the face, this is the back. You're going to take the face and spin it counterclockwise to put it back. And then now you've got the yellow cross. You don't always end up with the yellow cross, but you can end up with the yellow cross. In our case, it's a good thing because it's going to make it easier. But with the yellow cross, don't start on either one of these sides. You want to start on the side that doesn't have any yellow on it. So I'm going to start on this side. So just so that y'all can see it, I'm going to go up, over, down, over to my, and this would be to the right, up, over, down. And just to explain that a little more, you're going to be bringing the right side up and spinning it to the left one time, bringing the right side back down, spinning the top to the left again, bring the right side back up and spin it to the left twice so that you have your white line again. And then you're going to bring this white piece back down to the white face. And yes, I did solve the yellow face, but I'm going to fix that real quick. Okay. And you'll usually end up like this. You got your yellow fish, and that's why it's called a yellow fish. It looks like a fish. So you always want the head of the fish at the bottom facing you in your left hand, and the tail to be in your right hand. And then you always want one piece at the top. You never want it like this, or this, or this. You will always want it, the head in the bottom left hand corner in your left hand. And then you're going to do those moves again. You're going to come up, over to your left, down with the right, over to your left, one time again, down or up with your right, and then to the left twice so that you have your line up again, and then down with your right, and then sometimes you'll get the fish again, and then you just do that again. So it's up with the right hand, away from you, you're spinning it away from you, so spin it away from you one time, spin the top layer to the left one time, bring your right side back down so that the white's on the bottom, and then you're going to spin your top to the left one time so that your white piece is now at the back of the cube. And you're going to bring your right side back up so that you fix it, and then you've got your two-piece white on right here, and you're going to go to the left 2 times, and then you're going to bring that piece back down so that you now have a solved white face and a solved yellow face. And in some cases you can end up like this. You'll have a partially solved face with one cube misplaced. In other cases you can end up with a full cube, a full face, another face solved, and sometimes you can just end up with a full cube finished and you just have to spin the top into place. So in our case we just have one cube missing. Well, I'm going to put this face the cube at the back, and this is in y'all's perspective, so it's at the back. So I'm going to take the right side, I'm going to spin it toward me so that you have a yellow line facing you now, and then I'm going to spin the face the cube up or clockwise so I have a white on right, or two-piece white on right there. Now I'm going to bring this right side toward me again, and then you're going to take the back side of the cube, or the back face, and you're going to spin it twice so you get a white L, and then you also still have the two-piece white on. Well, then you're going to take the white L and you're going to take the long side of the L and go away from you one time. Then you're going to take these two pieces, put them back down at the bottom, and then you're going to take the side, your right side, and move it back towards you. Then you're going to take the back face again, and you're going to twist it twice so that you've got those two pieces back in place, and then you can kind of tell where it's going from there. You're just going to take your right side and you're going to turn it back down so that you reorient all your cubes back where they're supposed to go so that you don't mess anything up. And then now, so you can tell everything's out of place. So all you need to do is you can turn the cube until, because there's always either going to be this, you're going to end up with this where it's one face solved, and then 3 partially solved with one cube just messed up where this cube's supposed to go here, here, this cube goes here, and this cube always goes here. On the opposite side, it's always from here around. And you can also end up with this, where you have no faces solved at all. They're all just partially solved and have one cube. The edge pieces are all messed up. To fix that, choose a side. It doesn't matter right now which side. You're going to spin it twice, the face of the cube twice, so that it looks like this. Everything else looks like that, so that this edge piece goes on the white side. And then you're going to, and you can turn the top of the cube left or right now. It doesn't matter. In my case, I'm going to turn it to the right, or no, the left for y'all. So then you're going to take your left side, bring it down one time towards you. Then you're going to take your right side, bring it down one time towards you, so that whenever you look at it, it looks like this from the back. And then you're going to take that and you're going to flip and do a full 180, keeping a yellow line on top. And then you're going to do those moves, and then you're going to bring your pieces back together. So you're going to bring your left side away from you, back up so that it lines back up with the yellow face. You're going to bring your right side back up so that you're keeping everything even. And then because it was on the green side, I'm going to bring this white piece back to the left so that I have the green side done, but nothing else is finished. I've still got 3 pieces left. And then you're going to take this and you're going to flip it back over so that you've got your yellow face right here and your white face right here. And then now you've got the green, yellow, and white done. And then now all you've got left is orange, red, and blue edge pieces to fix. This is where things can get a little confusing. Not too bad, not like earlier, but the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take the blue face, because it's centered to the green. You want the green at the back. And you're going to flip it and do a full 180 so that it looks like this and everything else is still facing the yellow side. But this time, since you have the blue edge piece right here and the orange edge piece right here, you don't want orange over blue, because that's not the color it's supposed to go to. It's supposed to go to the orange side. So you're going to take the blue edge piece and put it over top of its centerpiece so that it looks like this. Then you're going to take your left side and pull it down so that towards you, so that it's lined up and you've got a yellow line right there. Then you're going to take your right side and turn it towards you so that you've got the same thing. Then you're going to take this side again, do a complete 180, and then you're going to bring your pieces back up to the top like that, or spin the 2 sides away from you 1 time so that it looks like this. And then because the blue's on this side, we're going to bring the blue over here, and if you see, the other edge pieces were put into place. So all you have left to do to solve the cube is to flip this side over, and now you have solved the Rubik's Cube. So to put this into perspective, this is what it would look like without explaining and doing it yourself. Okay. Got my white daisy, so I'm going to bring the pieces all the way up. So now I have my white cross. I'm going to go ahead and get this piece out of the way because I had a corner piece in the way, and then it's already in place, so I'm going to go ahead and put it there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the orange blue where it's supposed to go, and we got lucky because of this. And then now I've got my green red out of the way, so I can put it where it's supposed to go. And then orange green was stuck on the bottom, so I went ahead and got it out of the way, so I'm going to put it where it's supposed to go. So now I have my white face done, and also have 1 layer for the second layer started. So then I'm going to take my orange green and get it into place. Now I'm going to take the red blue right here, and I'm going to turn it to my left and put it into place so that it's now there. And then I'm going to take my red green, it's supposed to go right here, and it's right here, and I'm going to turn it towards the blue side, bring the green side down and put it into place. So now that I have the second layer done, flip the cube over. I've got 1 cube on top, so I'm going to bring that side up like how y'all would have like this. You can also do it with just that side, this side facing you, and flip it so that you've already got this side in your right hand, and you can flip that out of the way and move your next side up so you don't have to take the time to move it. And then you'll bring it back, bring that down so you still got your right face, and got your yellow on. Do that again. And I've got your lightning bolt. And to give you an example of what the L would look like, that's what the L would look like. That's the yellow, that's the small yellow L. So then you're going to take this, and then you're going to always have this in the upper right corner, or upper left corner. and make sure that it's always the empty space is at the very top. And then do that move again so that your white face is still fixed, and then I came out with a yellow fish. And it's already set up to where I can do the move to finish it on the yellow side. So now I've just got this part of the cube to do, so I can tell that the green side is almost done. So I'm going to move it over to green. It's already on the back, so I'm going to bring this back so that the white line's right there. Over, white line on the side, up, white line on top now, back twice so that I've got the white L. And then I'm going to take this long side of the white L, bring it to the back side of the cube so I can't see it. Bring this side down so that your white line's right here, and it lines up. Then I'm going to bring the long side of the white L back up, so I've now got my white L again. I'm going to bring the back side clockwise twice. Now I'm going to take this side of the cube, the right side of the cube, and spin it twice so that I've got my white side fixed, my yellow side fixed. And then move it so that I can orient a color. So as you can tell, orange is what solved for me. And then now all you've got left is the 3 pieces. So, and since I solved orange, I'm going to be finishing on red. So I'm going to just go ahead and spin red around 180 degrees so that it's white, 1 white, 2 yellow, and then the bottom's 1 yellow, 2 white. And then because I'm solving red, I want to get the red piece over the red side, so I'm going to spin it so that the red yellow edge piece is over the red center piece. Now I'm going to bring my right and left side down so that it looks like this. And then I'm going to flip it 180 degrees, keeping a yellow line in the center and not messing up these or these. And then I'm going to bring my left and right side back up so that I've got the white, yellow, yellow, and then the yellow, white, white. And then because I was solving on the red, I'm going to bring the red line back over to the red side. And then from there, you can kind of tell that the cube's ready to be solved, and flip it over, and then you're done. And that's it. Other than that, there are other ways to do it. There are faster ways to do it that I don't use that way. I use a method where you do the first 2 layers while solving the first layer, and that's much more advanced. There's a way to solve it using the corners along with the centerpiece. I don't use that one, I don't like it, but this way that I showed you just now is the easiest way to solve a Rubik's Cube, and this is how they would show you in any Rubik's Cube solving books, and there are some out there, but this is how they would show you to solve it, is this way. So I hope you enjoy it, and thank you.